daily experience again. It was the third day of this event, and I was pretty tired. Um, I had some stolen time in the morning with Jesus, but I was like, I really needed to go out somewhere, so I was just walking and waiting on the Lord. The same waiting on the Lord when you are completely in silence and motionless, but I was walking. And it was a beautiful venue actually, just above the city on a hill. So the view was beautiful, and I was just walking and enjoying the rest in Jesus, and I was just worshiping inside. I didn't have any strength to say anything, so it was just good to rest in Him. In the morning, we had a discussion with the group on what on the outpouring of the Holy Spirit that happened last night, because for some of them it was completely new and strange. And it brought up a lot of testimonies and experiences with Jesus. Yeah, it was a good testimony time. But after a while, I felt like, oh, okay, I'm tired of discussion. I want to be with Jesus. And I just closed my eyes and, I just gave a second to Him to recognize Him. Yeah, in the lunch break, I really felt like worshiping, and I felt like the Holy Spirit is breaking out of me, like singing a song, and I was just singing from the top of my lungs, and yeah, it was it was amazing because I was so tired, and it was surely not me worshiping God; it was the Spirit worshiping God. Anyway, we can't worship Him without the Spirit, but it was obviously so. Um, in the afternoon, I really had no idea what to do and how to do. Um, I just started to pray out loud, and that was that kind of prayer when you pray long, with a lot of breaks of silence, and you just pray in a way that the people can relate with it and join with it in their hearts, and yeah, I was just like crying out to God to move me and to give me His desires, and I really felt like God is sealing people, and I gave some time for that the Holy Spirit to do. Sometimes I was touching some people as a sign of God touching them and sealing them. Yeah, so we had a corporate silent time. And then I was really longing to share some practical things about how to spend time with God. And I talked a bit about my journey with my intimacy with Jesus. And I really shared some practical points, and it was a blessing, and it really inspired people and provoked a lot of questions. So we ended up having a great conversation with the whole camp. But I really felt like, oh, maybe I don't need to do that again. Like, I don't need to give all my understanding and revelation, and I'm not sure I need to teach on all these things. Maybe I only need to respond to God's initiations, and sometimes it's enough to tell a sentence and let the Holy Spirit unfold that sentence, as it happened like a day ago. Like, I long for my people, and that's all what God was talking about throughout the whole session. Yeah, so even though it was a blessing sharing all these revelations, I felt like, okay, next time I will only respond to his initiations, and I don't want do what I felt like doing, even if he blessed his dad. And yeah, I was completely tired by the end of this camp, and when I got home, I was super exhausted, and I just had a conversation with God, and I just tried to give up all my worries and thoughts, and I just tried to lean on Him and rest in Him. But I fall asleep soon.